just want something, baby.
Hi you guys, how are you doing? I am back. My camera died and I don't have any extra battery packs, so I had to charge it, and off camera, well, like on my iPhone I tried to film it so I could post it on like my Instagram, IGTV, but here we are. The lighting's different because now the sun is gone. It is now nighttime. This is artificial lighting. I'm sorry. But we are still going to be applying the Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Blush Duos. I have all three. I'm very fortunate because I was able to receive this in PR. And here is the PR package, which is literally the most stunning thing I have ever seen. Like, look at this. So, you know, you squeeze the wings together and it opens like so. And here is how they came packaged. And there was a mirror in the middle, which I obviously took out. It's right here. Looks like this. It has some weight to it, so it's not a cheap feeling or looking mirror. And I mean, this is just incredibly cute. Like, the packaging of this collection, it came with the bag. I'm not sure if this is still available to be bought off of the Melt Cosmetics website. Let me scoot up because I keep like hitting the plant in the back. So we're gonna open this up, and there are three blush duos. The packaging looks like that. It looks like this gorgeous kind of nude tone. It says Melt with the B on it, and then on the back on all of them it has the name and the color of each. So I still have the dirty sticker that, you know, you can just take off, but this is the shade Buzzkill, and I'm gonna insert some live swatches and show what these look like in sunlight. This one is Queen Bee, and it looks like this. Trying to angle it properly so you guys can see the true color of it. So this one is Raw Honey. And let's get into applying it on my face. So basically, before we get into it, I'm gonna explain what's on my face. So I already set my face with powder. My natural oils are kicking in. I did put on some liquid blush and some powder bronzer, but no highlight at all. So we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna apply these to the face. Applying the Buzzkill shade, and this is what it looks like again. My lights, there we go. So I am gonna be taking this Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix the two together so you guys can see what I'm doing. And there's some kickback, okay? These things are extremely pigmented, and I am going to take my mirror. This is Buzzkill, and I'm putting it on top of the Rare Beauty Liquid Matte Blush in the color Love. So now I'm using Buzzkill as kind of like a topper. Oh my gosh, I applied that and the exposure was too bright. I hate when that happens. Okay, so now you can really see it. So that's Buzzkill. This is without Buzzkill. So this shine is no highlighter, it's just my natural oils peeping through. But this is now with Buzzkill from Melt Cosmetics. I want you guys to see it. Okay, I'm gonna apply. Can you guys see a difference? I'm just gonna apply it full force. I'm not even gonna tap the brush off, so I'm just mixing it in, and I don't like the tone of this lighting. Oh my gosh. This is why I wanted to film during that. I might just have to refilm this over. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to add some more Buzzkill, but without tapping off that excess. So as you see, it really gives such a beautiful sheen to the skin. So this is Buzzkill and this is nothing. So I know you guys can see this difference. So now I'm gonna go in with a different brush and we're gonna apply Queen Bee. Let's do Queen Bee. So here is Queen Bee. And I'm just going to take that Luxie brush, the second one, mix it together, and I'm gonna apply it straight to my cheeks and then my temple. So this one is like a bronzy gold tone. So there's definitely a difference with how this looks, how Buzzkill looks like, and Queen Bee. Queen Bee, more warmth, bronzy goldness, and Buzzkill is like, you know, it was like this bright corally pink. I'm not so great with describing colors, and I should, because like I'm an artist, I'm a poet, like come on. But yeah, so this is Buzzkill and Queen Bee. You get two completely different looks with this that can be achieved with the blush duos, and why you might, you know, need some convincing on why you might need one or the other, or maybe even both in your collection, because I love applying Buzzkill on top of Queen Bee, and then I've never applied Queen Bee on top of Buzzkill. But now we're gonna go in with Raw Honey and we're gonna use it as a contour bronzer shade, since I only have two cheeks. So here we are with Raw Honey, and Raw Honey, I just can't stop staring. Beautiful. Raw Honey comes with like this deeper shade here. I'm trying to get the, I'm going only in with this. I'm not gonna touch the shade. So I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild brush, it's a clean brush, and I'm just going to get that darker shade, and I'm going to go right underneath where I applied that powder bronzer, that matte powder bronzer, and I'm just bringing it up. I want you guys to see how you're able to use this as a bronzer contour. Thank you, Melt Cosmetics, with coming out with shades that can work for everybody. Like, this can be a true nice pigmented blush for someone deeper than me, for someone deeper, darker than me. It can also still be a bronzer contour shade. Like, these are literally blushes, blush toppers, highlighters, and bronzers. Like, if you're looking for an alternative to the Hourglass palette, because I hate to be negative. No, but seriously, in all honesty, you guys, I'm pretty disappointed in Hourglass, because their palette that they the palettes they keep coming out with, I keep getting excited because I'm like, okay, this year it's gonna be deep enough for me, and then it just falls flat, and I'm just like, you know what? It's time to find some alternatives. But I haven't tried Hourglass, the powders, because none of them work for my skin tone. Like, there's definitely shades that I can feel as though like I can put it on top of a bronzer. I think the only shade would be like Radiant Bronze Light, and I feel like that would bring some warmth. I'm actually like, I wanted to purchase that one, but then also haven't seen any reviews with anyone that's my skin tone use it, only lighter. So I'm just like, I mean, Yana, you can always return it, but it's like that if that's the deepest shade, like anyways. But yeah, there's a shade I think called Dim Light or Diffuse Light, and I could use that under my eyes, but I want something to use as a bronzer or as a blush that can work for me. Like, I got one of the blushes in my BoxyCharm and it was too light, so I had to use it as a highlighter, so it just looked like one of those pink highlighters on me. But anyways, this is not about Hourglass. These are great alternatives if you're looking for something radiant and shimmery and beautiful and sheen like, because I know that's kind of the vibe of the Hourglass powders. So do you see that? I can't stop looking at myself. Okay, so we're gonna go back in with the darker shade, and we're gonna do we're gonna bronze the other side of my face and pushing it up and into the other products. So you guys already know I already had a matte powder bronzer on. I'm just gonna put some on my chin and my forehead. And I have just continued to use Raw Honey, the shade Raw, as a bronzer contour. And I have not sprayed my face with any type of setting spray before I came on camera, and as of like, you know, when I was, you know, going in between to put on the other shades. This is just my natural oils coming through and these powders. They're not glittery, they're shimmery, and they're very sheen-like, and the wash of color, depending on what look you're going for, if you're applying it on top of something matte that's already on your face, will basically determine the finish of these products. So I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, zoom, zoom, zoom. Everybody go boom, boom, boom. Wow, that gets really close. Okay, so can we see? Focus. You guys see how wet my skin looks? Who is acne prone, who has textured skin, these do not my texture even more noticeable, but like my skin just looks wet and glowy, and it's so beautiful. I didn't like buff it out. You could go in with like a clean brush and you can kind of like, you know, just diffuse it, buff it out a little bit so that there aren't any harsh lines. Again, depending on what brush you use, you can achieve different finishes or looks with these powders, especially tapping off the extra powder or going in full force, like, I mean, full pigment without tapping your brush off is basically how, like, it's just so beautiful. It's really so beautiful. Again, you guys, I'm so sorry if this tutorial was all over this place, this review was all over the place. I am tired, and my lazy butt, I really just didn't want to refilm this again. You know, so I hope that this video was helpful. I really like this side, because this is not my favorite side of my face, so if it seems like I'm favoring Buzzkill, it's mainly because like this is my good side and I hate this side of my face. But Queen Bee is so beautiful. You guys are gonna see me using these all the time, because I mean, why do you think you can't even see the little honeycomb embossing anymore? I keep using them. Let me know if you guys want more like less new product reviews and more like get ready with me's. That's something I've definitely been thinking about doing, but also I am a very, very small channel, and I just kind of feel like the only thing people want to see from me is new product releases and demos. So if you want me to, you know, go through my collection and sit down using new and old products on my face and sharing with you guys my favorites, let me know down below in the comments. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Be kind to each other, be kind to yourself, and until next time, bye my lovely dons.